Hi again, this is Rick with AmazingAccuracy.com. Today is February 10th, 2014. It's currently 9:09 p.m. Chicago time. Well, we are currently looking at the daily chart of Euro futures. And what I want to show you on this chart is some upcoming turns that I am expecting to occur. So this is another forecast video. We continue to kick butt and take no prisoners in these currency markets, and so I want to show you what we've got likely coming up real soon here. Again, remember the date today is February 10th. Now, back here on February 6th, we got a higher swing bottom that confirmed. You see that on 2.5 here. Price is pulled back, made a lower low, then proceeded on the same day to make a higher high, making this outside bar and thus continuing up. And this all occurred within our last expected cycle turn period, which is right here. And we have another cycle turn period right here that is listed for February 14. That would be this Friday, okay? And if you look at the notations that I've made on my chart here, you notice I have 213, 214. So, excuse me. So if prices continue to climb up from this low up into this time period here, 213, perhaps 214, whatever, we would be looking for a top. Okay, if something hokey happens between now and then, and prices were to move down into this time period, then you would simply just invert and expect a bottom. So the idea here is you never trade into an expected turn, you trade away from it. So we trade away from the turns. In other words, if we see prices moving up into a time when we're expecting a turn, and then it starts to confirm that turn, we would sell it, of course, because we would be trading away from that new turn. The new turn's a top, we're going to sell down. Now, of course, there are other factors that I take into account, like trend and so forth, so I don't necessarily buy every bottom and sell every top. But this is just very simplified to give you an idea that we trade away from a turn, don't trade into a turn. What that means, if it's still not clear, is that let's say, for example, that the expectation is for a top come February 14, 13, 14 right here, which currently is what we would expect right now. Okay. If we were trading towards a turn, we would be buying, thinking, okay, we're going to get a top. Okay. And in this case here, that'd be working out pretty good so far. But the whole point is we're not trading towards this, we're trading away from this. Okay, so right now we're long because we traded away from this bottom, we traded away from this bottom. We're trading away from a bottom long. When you come into a top, you start trading away short if it looks like it's going to go for more than just 1-2 days. So that's important to remember. So what I want you to focus on is not what it's doing between now and the 14th, but to come back come 213 and see what the chart is showing you. If it's showing you that prices have been moving up when you start to look at your chart on February 13th, then you know, hey, we're going to have a top because that's what the forecast is. We're going to have a top Thursday, Friday, most likely. Okay? And then you would plan, a possible short off that top. Okay. The target of time would be the next calculation that I have down here, and you can see 221, 224. 221 is a Friday and 224 is a Monday, so they're just 1 day apart. So from the 213, 214 time period, I'm looking for prices to then head into the direction towards the 221, 224 time period. So if this gives you a top, look for a bottom to likely form during this time period. If this forms a bottom, okay, and I don't expect that, but if in case it happens, if this becomes a bottom, then we would suspect that our target would then be a top. We would be trading away from this, and then once we get into here, we'd be trading away from this. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So those are the two upcoming forecast turns that I am providing you. Is the 213, 214 area, the 221, 224. They're only 1 bar apart, just like 1 bar like this, 1 bar. Okay, so that's it for the euro. I'm not going to make this video any longer. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get this information in a timely manner, such as, today's the 10th and the forecast is for the 13th, 14th. There's only 3 days left, 4 days left here till we get to that time period. You certainly don't want to find out about the 213-14 turn on 220. That would be too late, or a year from now for that matter. And if you haven't done so already, please visit my website at www.amazingaccuracy.com because, well, frankly, our accuracy is in fact amazing, if I humbly say so myself. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video.